Like 10 blocks long. Like it's insane.
Credits.
All right, thank you.
Super mega mall.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Anytime, it's right here.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to twitch.tv/D&D. You've arrived at the Maze Arcana crew shooting Fury's Reach Tuesday episode. This is our third episode. There was a lot to cover. We're going to start with Misty. Start with your name and who you are. We'll go right around, and then we're going to jump into the game.
I'm Misty, and I play Amina, and I am the first mate.
Hi, I'm Kyle Vogt, and I'm playing Captain Dorriguez.
I'm Kim Jackson. I'm playing Calice, Storm Sorcerer.
Kirk Aceres playing Vartak.
Awesome. I'm Satine Phoenix, as always on Tuesdays, and I am the Dungeon Master. And we are going to do a really quick recap of what happened last time. Kyle, Captain.
What happened last time?
Yeah.
Shopping!
We decided to go shopping, so we went to the mall. Not by choice. We got rained, and the deadly rain in Chult made us run inside. So inside we went and tried to gather some things. Afterwards, with pounding headaches and stress from shopping, as everyone knows, we wandered around and we started to go get some of our mounts, but in the process, somebody got to race a dinosaur and won. And then we encountered someone who tried to steal our magic spyglass, who was from the other pirate ship. After we caught him and questioned him and threatened him and told him to run away, we ended up wandering over to an acquaintance who told us where we could get some dinosaurs. So we made that deal and then headed back to our hotel for a quick night of rest. Unfortunately, while the rest of us were resting, Vartak decided to go wandering off on his own because his pocket got picked before.
Truth. That was very detailed. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So you guys are in Kala's House of Repose, and everybody is sleeping, except for Vartak. Vartak is wandering the streets of Port Nyanzaru, his heart heavy for the loss of his dagger. How do you feel, Vartak?
Tired, very tired, confused, I'm lost. I really know not what direction I go.
He wanders around. He goes through the Red Bazaar, walks around some shops. People are laughing. He's not feeling very cheerful right now. What did that dagger mean to you, Vartak?
It was my life. It was my love. It was given to me from the only true love I ever had. And to have it taken from me was like losing her once again. So to find it is my goal because I cannot lose her a second time. That is the last connection to her I ever have. I started to write a poem as I walked the streets. It is not yet complete, but it describes the feelings I have.
You walk around the streets and the night is enveloping. Some of the shops are closing down, but there's still some tavern, like outdoor drinking kiosks open. People are having a nice time. You wander a bit. You start remembering things that were very special to you. You remember moments that that dagger came in really handy. You're feeling really moody and dark about this whole thing. And you're wandering through, you go past, you're going past the Grand Souk, you wander around, you're wandering around for about an hour. You go past the entrance to Old Town, you make your way across and back around. The streets are starting to thin a bit. And you remember you're trying to hold on to something that made you feel safe. And you remember a moment where you and your captain, something happened and your captain was saying, he gave you advice that you hold on to. Kyle, Captain Dorigas, what was this advice? What did you say? What was this moment that Vartak is remembering?
As we were walking through the Kalasham bazaars, he was looking around at certain items, and he was younger, shortly just joining the crew. And all the wonderment made him become a little distracted when someone tried to steal his dagger. We stopped him with a quick thrust of my hand, and I told him, while items are lovely, it's the memories and the relationships of our family that keep us safe. Whenever you're in trouble, always remember your crew will be there for you.
And you're wandering around, and this memory is haunting you, this dagger is haunting you. And then you realize how late it is, and you look up, and you're standing outside the satchel shop. Roll a history check.
I rolled a 1.
You don't know why you would have come here,
No.
but you are here. It is open.
Am I drawn to the front door?
Do you want to go through the front door?
I feel drawn to it. It seems.
The light's on.
I push the door open.
You push the door open, and Nonmoth is there.
Norma.
Nonmoth.
Norma. What does he look like?
He is the shop owner that you had an interaction with him before.
Norma. You are here late.
He's like,
You stay open
Oh.
late, Norma.
yes,
Hello.
yes, your face is very familiar. I think I remember you. I get a lot of faces in here. How can I help you? Would you like a satchel?
Vartak.
Vartak.
Do people come here to resell? Do you sell second-hand satchels or only new ones created from yourself?
Oh, we build our own satchels, but people bring in things and things. What are you looking for?
I am looking for a second-hand satchel that I lost. I was wondering if maybe you might have acquired such a thing.
Oh, well, can you describe the satchel? I mean, we only have these satchels, but
It is.
if finding something is something that you're interested in,
You can't miss the appearance. It has a emblazoned gold stitching in a 4-center piece that meets at the end with a gem that hangs from the bottom, and it is red leather shining in the light.
that sounds very expensive.
It was very special to me.
Is there anything in this little? You said it was
There-
a small satchel.
There might have been some of my belongings. It was taken from me. But the satchel is so special to me, I would do anything to find it. If you know where I could look.
Well, I have people who like to find things, and we could probably find something. We could probably find this for you for a price.
I'd be willing to pay you. And
The price isn't money. The price would be a small favor.
favors are my specialty.
Oh, good.
I can do favors of any kind.
Yes. Well, why don't you describe what's inside of this satchel? I can have one of my people look for it, and then you tell me where you're staying, and If we find it, we'll deliver it to you, and you can owe me a favor.
And what favor would you need?
Oh, it's not a favor that I will ask for at this moment, but should the time come where I need it, I will call upon you.
There may have been some gold in there, but the main thing was a instrument, a weapon of small proportions, a dagger of sorts, with a very interesting grip on there.
Can you describe the grip?
It had the look of charcoal with the glow of marble, the shine of diamonds, and it had an element of...
And you just lost this.
It was taken from me in my...
I'm going to recommend something. I'm going to recommend that while you're in Port Nyanzar, I don't know where you are from, but these kind of items are delicious for some of the children that run around here. So I would say you should purchase one of my satchels and keep it inside of that.
I would love to purchase a satchel. Once I find my dagger, I will be your best customer and be loyal to your business.
Would you, okay, so you described that, okay, and he's writing down this satchel and dagger that you've asked him for. And there were how many gold pieces in it?
There would have been, a few hundred gold pieces, but that is not important to me. Like...
Noted. Well, how about I will have my people look for it, and why don't you take one of these satchels? And you are obviously from a ship of some sort. I don't even need to take the money right now. I could just bill your ship. I could give you a satchel that will hold this beautiful set of items that you are missing.
That would be lovely.
I just have this amazing satchel right here. And he picks up this bag. He says, it's about this big. It looks a little heavy. It's a little bigger than what you were expecting him to pull out. He says, this satchel right here it holds more than it looks. And he hands it to you. And it's this dark leather, and it has very Port Nyanzaru specific designs all over it. There's leather upon leather. You open it up. And you open it up, and it seems to keep going further and further. This satchel of holding will hold about 500 pounds of items. Yes, you could have this. I could just bill your ship. Everything will be fine. And you will have a safe place to put your items away from the children running around stealing things. I'm going to assume you got it stolen with how extravagant it sounds.
I appreciate your kindness, but I could not take this satchel.
Just owe me later. It'll be fine.
Okay. I thank you very much for your kind gesture. I will never forget this. And you can build a ship. His name is Captain Rodriguez.
Captain Rodriguez. Fantastic. Wonderful. Well, I will speak to my people, and you see these little eyeballs pop up from around the corner from this door that he has on the side. These big little grung eyeballs blinking, looking at. He goes, tss. He goes, I will look for it, and don't you worry. I'm sure we'll find it. Enjoy your new bag.
Thank you very much. I trust you will come through for me and find what I am missing. You've been very wonderful. I will never forget your kindness.
And he goes back down. He's sitting there. And you walk out of the store, and you head back to the Kala's House of Repose. And your roommate is fast asleep, and you get into bed with your new satchel sitting by your bed, and you fall asleep. While you're sleeping, and while you're sleeping, Misty, Amina, they can't hear you, Kim.
I was about to fade out. It was fading.
So you wake up and your stomach hurts. You're like, oh, you're hungry. But you have one thought. You have to have that fruit. I have to have that fruit. And you start craving it, like ice cream. But you have this almost like this urge, this need to go and get it right now.
Oh man, how late is it this time?
It's late, but shops are still open.
Oh, I can maybe sneak out and get a little midnight snack or 2 a.m. snack. Well, I guess I'm gonna sneak out and see if
Okay,
the
roll stealth.
shopkeeper is still there.
What did you roll?
4.
She rolled a 1.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
nice.
but my stealth +3, so 4.
She wakes you up. All of a sudden, you hear her stomach growling.
Amina, what's going on?
Nothing, just go back to sleep.
What's going on?
I just gotta go to get a snack real quick. Just don't worry about it. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom. Just go back to sleep. I'll be quiet. Sorry about that.
Go downstairs and get some food, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go
Yeah,
back to sleep.
just gonna go downstairs. Definitely not outside.
Try not
just
to make
in
so
here.
much noise next time.
I'll do my best.
So you get up, you put your clothes on, you grab your stuff. What are you taking with you?
Guess I should definitely have my satchel, and I'm gonna leave most of my cash here, just enough for the snack. I'm a little afraid at night to take all my money back out, so maybe just like 10 gold and my little dagger. Put on some comfy clothes.
Okay. You put on your clothes, you have your dagger, and you have your 10 gold, and you walk downstairs. And you walk outside, and the night is rich with smells. You'd only been in bed for maybe a half hour.
Oh, okay.
You get out there, people are still buzzing around, and you remember exactly where that kiosk was, where that fruit was.
Yeah.
And you go to the shopkeeper that's there, and he's sitting there, and he's got all of his fruits.
I don't know, I don't remember what the fruit was called, but earlier I came here with my crew and we wanted some information about some other things, so you suggested this fruit to us?
Oh yes, I remember you. Yes, the spenders and your friend just grabbed the fruit like it was very. There's no care to it, but you enjoyed it.
I loved it. It was great. I ate the outside and then the middle part that was different. I had never had anything like that before.
Yes, it's a very special fruit.
What's so special about it other than it's delicious? Is there anything I don't know?
Well, you felt pretty good after it, right?
Yeah, and I really want another one.
Yeah. Oh, well, here, and he hands you 4. Here, you should take these and share them with your friends. Yes.
How much do you want for 4?
A gold piece is fine.
Just one? Just one?
Just 1 gold piece.
Really?
I have more if you'd like to purchase more.
4 should do it for now, I think.
Roll. Roll a. Roll a survival check.
Oh man. 5.
Yeah, you don't really want more. You're like,
Okay.
this is good.
I'll just take the 4. And I feel like you just gave me a really great deal, so I'll give you 2 gold pieces just to thank you for giving me so many again.
You're a wonderful young lady. Thank you very much. What is your name?
Amina.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And he just hands you. He's like, here, just take this. Just take it.
Snacks.
It'll do you really good. Just keep it. Yeah. There you go.
So now I give me an extra one?
Yeah,
Oh,
5
so if
now.
I eat one before everyone gets up, I can still share with everyone and it looks normal.
So as you're walking back to the room, you have this hunger that you didn't realize. You've never had it before. You eat the entire outside of one of them, and you just got it all over your face, and it's all over your fingers. And you get to the rind, and give you like a little tiny little cloth to carry it in. So you're eating one of them, and you get to that, and you stop, and you just start tearing it open, and you start eating it, and you feel invigorated. Your skin feels different. You're like, yeah. And you get back to the room. You have this weird dream. It's about you're in a bathroom, and you're in a bathroom and you can't get out of the bathroom, and you just keep going down these halls, and it's just another restroom, and then it opens into the spa, but then you'll go turn a corner and it's another restroom that you can't escape. And you fall asleep with your bag of fruit next to you, and everybody falls asleep. And you wake up the next day, and what do?
Go to the door, make sure the person knocking at the door doesn't keep knocking at the door. Thank you.
And they roll in a cart of food. It's your breakfast. Same with you guys knocking at the door. Same as the night before.
Good morning.
Here's your food. Here's your food. Eat up.
Oh,
And they roll it in and they leave you alone.
thank you.
River, flask.
They're sitting at the. Actually, I believe that is something that we forgot from last time. We forgot to talk about where they were. Yes. And I think you and I talked about during the week where we put them. We're going to say that they are in their own room.
That was it.
Yes.
River, flask.
So you go to the room.
Mhm.
Okay. Nobody answers.
Let's see if they lock the door.
Totally unlocked. You
Yes, I
open the door and you see the beds are a mess. There's towels all over the place. There's weird puddles in some areas. And the cats are just lying on top of each other, just asleep. One has its shirt halfway on its head, and they're happy and they're purring. You see little bits of food everywhere. Looks kind of like a food fight.
I'll walk over. Poke whichever one's closest.
River.
River, wake up. Food.
Is this a dream?
No, food.
This wasn't a dream. Sorry about the mess.
That's all right.
There's more food.
There's more food. Wake.
And Flask
Wake up, Flask.
jumps up and starts putting food in a little towel. He's like, and he's eating it. He's like, this is amazing.
You can keep that if you like, but there will be more coming. Eat, clean up. We're going to get ready. We need to go and pick up our animals, and I think pick up the final few items that we need to, and we'll leave.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, we have a map for you too.
Thank you.
Yes, we drew it ourselves, and yes. So the dotted line is the safest route,
Yes.
but you wanted to go the fastest route.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you can see on there. There's a very dangerous area, and that is the middle part, and that is where we would go, says River.
And how long does it look like it will take us
It looks like it'll take about a week.
to go through the fast part? Or
Yes.
And the long route would take us how long?
It's like 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's slow.
It is.
Yes, but with these new mounts and less weight, then we will get there faster.
Yes. That's,
It would be very
that's the
good.
hope.
Yes.
Will you finish cleaning up? We're going to get ready, and I need to check on one quick thing.
Okay. And they turn around and they just pounce on the food and they're eating the food.
I'm going to walk back to my room and gather a few of my things. I'll be right back. And I take the spyglass and the lantern and head out to the roof.
To the roof?
Yes.
Okay. So you're looking around and you don't seem to see stairs that go to the roof.
Are we on the upper floor, the top floor? Or is there a window out?
There's rooms and there's windows in the rooms. There's a window in your room.
Okay. I'll walk over to the window.
And
Look
you're
out.
facing west.
Okay.
Okay. So you're facing west.
So it's still a little dark on this side.
Yes. And you see. You can see. Yes. Yes.
I'm going to lean out and see how high it is to the roof.
The roof is very close.
Okay. I'm going to use acrobatics and hop up on the windowsill
You can try.
and then turn to you and say, "I'll be right back."
Okay. Acrobatics
Okay.
and then athletics.
Athletics to climb.
So first acrobatics. to get up there.
Acrobatics gives me a dirty 20.
Nice. And now to pull yourself up.
Athletics gives me a 21.
I don't know why I even doubted that was going to happen, but you do this fancy little thing.
And I'll try
You're
to keep
impressed.
it under wraps so people aren't seeing me clamber around, so I'll try to be a little sneaky about it.
Okay, go for it.
And my stealth is a 19.
Okay. So nobody sees you. The entire place is just waking up, and your business is your business. You get on the roof.
Top.
You can see everything.
Take out the lantern of secrets, hold it up to the spyglass, and use it to mark and see if I can see the beacon and if it's still about where we expected it to be.
You hold it up, and you realize that it doesn't really, the lantern doesn't seem to work the way you are trying to do it. And when you put it down, you see the beacon.
Oh.
And you know that it is generally in the direction of where
As long as
that
it hasn't
is.
like moved off anywhere, it's still over that way.
It's still in that deep part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just take a bearing.
Yeah.
Look at the map.
Remembering.
Use my navigation skills since I've got navigation.
Yeah.
And okay. And slip back down into the room.
Okay. So now you've got your bearings a bit better. What you did notice, if you roll survival,
Okay.
at advantage, you have navigation.
Advantage was a 17.
Okay. You do notice that it's a little more in from where that X is.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's just with, it's like, oh, that's really strange.
Well, it's still dark enough I could take a heading off the stars, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is where the temple is, and it's not in the temple, just under it, off to the side. We'll see.
So you make your way back in.
Slip back in.
Okay, slip back in. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check to go in and a stealth.
I got a 26 on acrobatics. And you said athletics?
Yeah.
I got a 22 on athletics.
Oh, a stealth. I'm sorry.
On stealth?
Yeah.
I got a 25
Yeah,
on
yeah,
stealth.
yeah. Of course. You got over 18. You're fine.
I do what I do. And
You
so,
can.
flip down, do a little
Like
somersault through the
Cirque
window.
du Soleil.
Yeah.
How else do you get into ladies' rooms?
So you make your way down,
Mhm.
and you guys are all gathered. You've eaten. You have your stuff on you. You've taken inventory, and you are missing 2 pairs of clothes of those pajamas that you, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Missing yours, and the ladies don't have their clothes.
I don't
What
sleep
can you
naked
do?
Anyway.
So you make your way downstairs, and there is a package, 2 packages, one for Bartek and one for Captain Dorigas.
I didn't know you bought me anything.
I just felt compelled.
Is that a new bag?
Oh, here. Would you like to look inside? It was. There's no bottom.
You recognize it.
But
It's a little
keep-
bit different.
Give me
Be
this.
careful. Careful. Shh. Keep that to yourself. Where'd you get that?
I was told it holds 500 pounds.
This is the kind
Yes,
of
I'm
bag
familiar
I was
with
looking
those.
for.
What is it called?
We'll talk quietly later.
Okay.
Open your package. What's in it?
Okay, so Captain Dorigas, you open up your little package, and it is it's a scroll,
Okay.
and the scroll says how much you owe for the mounts,
Okay.
and it also says we will only accept gold.
And where to pick them up and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
The price for the mounts is 1,500 gold. Basically cash only.
Yeah.
No credit accepted.
It's a good thing we have that big bag now.
Yeah.
It's 150 pounds.
So, you have that. Vartak, you open your bag like a little kid on Christmas, and it's exactly what you were looking for. Minus your gold, but it is your dagger, and it is the fancy bag, red leather fancy bag, with gems all over it.
My satchel. My satchel. My dagger.
I'm glad that you got your items back.
Oh my gosh. This means.
People are walking by, coming into the tavern.
I love you.
And they're looking at you strangely.
I love her. She is my love.
What's her name?
Brunhilda.
Brunhilde, your dagger love. Okay, so now you have your items.
We need to grab some healing supplies and then be on our way. So let's head back to the ship. We can pick up the gems and exchange those for our mounts. And also pick up anything else. Is there anything else that you need?
I have everything I need.
All right. And you have your items back. All right, let's head back to the ship.
Okay, you head back to the ship. I think this is the right one. Thank you, Sirenscape. I'm learning how to use Sirenscape right now.
Yeah?
It's very exciting. Yes, it's very beautiful. Okay, so you guys make it back. You go through the warehouse district. It actually seems pretty safe. It's morning, and people are starting to move around. You get to your ship, and you walk up to the ship. You see the guards that you paid for, that your quartermaster paid for, are standing there. They recognize you, and they give you a nod.
Gentlemen?
You guys walk in, and
All right. Do you have anything you need to get from the ship before we go? If not, meet me in my cabin in about 5 minutes.
I don't need anything, but I'm going to go with you on the ship to make sure.
Calithe, what do you do?
I do not need anything from the ship. I have everything I need. So
Okay, so everybody has a quarters here. So if there was anything you wanted to pick up, now would be the time. Bartak, what do you do?
I go and I sit on the edge of the ship, and I overlook the ocean, and I hold Brunhilda, and I just admire her, and I wait for 5 minutes, and then I go back to the captain.
Okay, as you're walking to your quarters and you're just following him, you are greeted by your quartermaster,
Ah, yes.
Tilton.
Hello, Tilton.
Oh, welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Everything here is going well. The crew are very excited. I gave them a little extra to go play with. I hope you
Okay.
don't mind.
No.
But yes, everything is good. How are things? I expected you not to come back anytime soon.
They're proceeding apace, but we had to purchase some mounts. So I've come back for that money.
Oh, okay. How much are the mounts? And you see this like.
It's going to be quite expensive.
Okay, perhaps we should go and talk in your quarters. I think there's something we need to discuss.
I think I know what you're going to say.
And
All right.
He rushes in. He's kind of a small, round man.
Let's go. Walk in.
And he goes, "Good to see you, Amina." He goes, "Okay," and he sits
Sit down. Put my feet back.
Well, I didn't want to worry you, and I didn't think we would be here very long. But I need to show you something. And he opens up your chest. He says, "Well, it's been like this for quite a while, and I didn't want to lower morale by saying anything, and I didn't realize that you would be making mount-type purchases." And he reaches into the chest that you have bolted to the floor, unlocks it, opens it up, reaches in, and picks up a cloth from the side that seems to have a number of gems in it. And what you see underneath that, the gem layer is about that, is a lot of cloth. It says, "You see, we haven't had work in a really long time, and I just wanted it to look as if everything was fine in case anybody came in, but the truth is, we don't have as much as we thought we had originally, or as we had originally. We have about 10,000 gold. Do you
That's
know how
not much.
long you are going to be gone? And how much are the mounts?"
The mounts are going to be about 10% of that, just a little bit more.
Okay. Well,
However, we will be gone for at least 2 weeks, if not
oh
longer.
dear, oh dear. And he goes, "Oh my, okay. Well, it's about 60, 64 gold a day, and that's 448 a week, and that's 896 for 2 weeks, and if for some reason you're delayed, that's 1344 for 3 weeks, and I can't really tell everyone that you're going to be gone that long, and I have to keep them wrangled in, and it's maybe some little for events, and it's going to cost about 33. It's going to cost about 3,300 for like a month, and your mounts, so we should be fine, except for the price of restocking our items on the way out, and yes."
No?
So,
That's not good.
yes. I mean, we'll be fine as long as you're back in a month.
Yes.
Preferably earlier, because, it's very expensive to load up a ship, and, we lost one person, so we'll probably have to hire a new person. And then he has a moment. What would you like? I will take care of the crew while you're gone. I probably won't give them any extra anymore. What do you suggest?
Be as frugal as you can. If you need to take on a quick bit of business, I understand. However, try not to cost more than you spend. Don't break things like Vartak does.
Oh, Vartak.
We're obviously not in the room at this point.
You're not at the room at this point.
Okay, so we didn't hear any of this.
No.
You and I.
So he says, "So just be careful out there and come back quick.
I will do my best.
I know they're only going to enjoy this place for so long before they want to get home to their families. And you
Well,
promised them that they'd get home
We're still working
soon."
on that. Hopefully this will finish it and we will all get to go home soon.
Okay. I wish you well.
Thank you.
How much? So you need the 15, and he whips out his notepad, and he flips through many pages. He's been taking notes and cataloging all the little expenses that everybody's made. It's okay. Well, how much do you need?
I would say 2,000 should be enough.
Okay. And he goes in and he takes out his
Spyglass.
little jeweler's
circle.
yeah, and just weighs it. These stupid seagulls. He's like, okay. And he has a very concerned look on his face. He's like, well,
It will be all right. We've been broke before.
not like this.
Yes, none of this has happened. But I'll take care of it.
It's a lot. You do have your bags on you, though.
Okay.
So you all have the bags that you got from the SEI co-op, and has bedroll, tent, gear,
All the
some
gear.
survival gear, except for your clothes, your pajamas. So that is what you have. All of you have that on you.
I'll wait till they get there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I will go check on the rest of the crew and make sure everybody's doing their jobs. Thank you. And he walks out. And do you guys join them?
I briefly ducked in to collect my spare pair of shoes. I forgot that I perhaps might need this.
So your shoes that you have from where you are from, they are thin. They are ornate. So they have little gems on them, and they are colorful. Because the place that you come from is quite colorful.
It is. Yes, I had.
They're slippers, essentially.
Yes, I had thought perhaps just at the end of a long day when things are wet and my feet are sore, it will be nice to at least spend the time in camp to be relaxed in something comfortable and beautiful.
Okay. So you grab a pair of shoes, and you make your way to the captain?
Yes.
Okay. Vartak, you just make your way to the captain?
I'm waiting for him outside his cabin.
You see her walk past you and just walks into the room.
Is he just going to walk in there?
Pardon?
He's in a meeting. He's going to walk in there.
I'm sorry.
He's there
The
waiting.
quartermaster walked out.
Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. Never mind then.
My fault. I'm sorry.
They wait for us.
Did I hear everything?
Mm-hmm.
I did. Was I outside the door and heard
No,
it? or
you
I was
were with
inside?
him.
I was inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody's back.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's go, you daydreaming.
Not
Daydreaming, sir.
not quite yet.
You
There's-
seem preoccupied.
Yeah, yes, matters of the ship. Before we go, I need to equip something, and I'm going to pull out a nice long ornate box. Click, pull it out, take out a bejeweled rapier. And Amina, I have something for you that I was planning on giving you once we returned, but I think it would be more useful now
For me?
for you.
Oh. Okay.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
4.
You start having a panic attack, and you're smiling the whole time. Like,
For me? Okay.
Are you feeling ill?
I don't think so. No.
Well, for all your years of service and loyalty, I thought it only behooved to present you with this magic blade.
You got this for me?
Yes.
I don't know what to say. You want me to take this with me on this trip?
Yes. It will do well to keep us alive.
Okay. Thank you. And then I just put it in my satchel. But I look at it a little fondly. You got me a gift.
it has this nice little loop that it'll loop through your belt if you choose to wear it on your belt.
I think I'll just keep it in my bag until we get out of town.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous.
Put my regular rapier back into the case. Close it. Slide it away. All right. We do need to hurry. Let's go get our items.
So you guys make your way out. You wave goodbye to the crew. Yeah, Captain, yeah.
Take care.
Attack. That's what they say. They
Keep the
all
ship
see
safe.
you. Aye, aye, Captain. You
And
make
the
your way
women
down.
hungry.
What?
Who's I don't know.
You make your way down. You remember that there is an exchange place, and
Right by the jewelry.
right by the jewel place,
Mhm.
and they take 3%.
Okay.
So you go down, exchange it, and you make your way down to the anchorage.
So it's 1,545.
450? 15450?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, I'm asking.
No, it should be 1545 instead of 1540.
Okay. Yeah.
That'll be 30%.
Yes, it's only 3%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And I go, could I borrow that satchel for a moment? And as I'm collecting the gold,
It holds so much.
oh, look, those are some very fine gems you have over there.
The satchel only weighs 15 pounds.
But it holds 500, right? The big
Mhm.
one? Okay.
Yeah. So are you,
Yes.
would you like to purchase these gems? You just gave me gems.
Oh, no, I was just commenting. You have such lovely stuff.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I was doing it to distract him while I was loading up the
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. You now have the gold that you need,
Okay.
and you make your way down. You're going to get the mounts, or did you want to stop beforehand?
On the way is the bazaar on the way there.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll swing by and see if there's a alchemist shop or tent or something in there.
So you ask around, and people they start like some of them are saying, "Oh yeah, no, there's not over here," and then someone's like, "Well, if you go to Wakanga Otamu,
Yes.
you will get you can find what magic things, potions and whatnot."
Wakanga the prince.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Very well. I guess we will pay him a quick visit.
Oh, good. Yes, he's just over in the merchant villas,
All right.
or the prince's villas. And you have no
Prince.
idea, really. You remember where that
Tariq
one
is.
prince was, and you make your way over in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go.
Okay.
And now you are in the villa
prince.
area. There are many villas.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Prince Otamu's residence.
What kind of person are you looking to ask?
Um,
There are a lot of different kinds of people here. A lot of-
Someone who responds to Thieves Can't Hello.
Okay. You see somebody, the stalls are right next to each other, and you see this,
Is it the same tabaxi that I bumped into before?
no?
Damn.
You see this guy, and he's like,
Walk over. I'm seeking information.
what information?
I'm seeking the residence of Prince Otamu.
Information's not free.
It's not.
And he looks up at the different villas.
Mm-hmm. It isn't. Then what do you think is fair?
A gold? A single gold for a single bit of information.
A single gold for just something that simple?
You don't know where it is. I have the information you need.
True. True. But how do I know it's good information?
You'll have to walk there and find out.
Very well. And what was your name? Or what should I call you?
You don't need to call me anything.
All right. Anything. Flip him a gold.
He looks up and he motions to, it's like, let's see. I wish I had the map to show you. So one you recognize as the one you were in, and you see another one, like right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he motions to that one, and he just takes your gold and wanders off.
Okay.
So you make your way over to it, and in front of it are these little marketplace booths, two in front of. So you say here it is,
Okay.
and there's two little booths, and they each have like a longer place behind it.
Okay. Just walk in to the front.
You're just walking straight through.
Unless there's some people at the booths.
There are people at the booths.
Okay.
It's people are buzzing about
Okay.
now. What you do see are, you see a person at each booth,
Mhm.
and 1, 2, 3, 4 to me is there's 2 people at this booth, and the other ones there's nobody there.
And no people manning the booth or no customers?
No customers.
Okay.
There you see vials, you see like things, but
I'll walk.
roll perception.
Everybody or just me?
Are you guys looking, or are you just kind of tagging along?
I'm just following him closely behind.
I'm always trying to help.
I'm looking.
I'm
always,
for sure.
I got a
always-
13.
I'm always
13?
looking.
Yeah.
Oh.
The doors, the behind the little booth area, there's a cloth that opens, but you can't really see in there.
I'll walk up to one that looks like it has jars
Good.
and
They all do.
filters and
So 1, 2, 3,
Go up.
4.
tap on it if no one's sitting there.
They're sitting there, but
Okay.
which one do you walk up to? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Since one is busy, I'll go up to 3.
There's a little old lady, and she's sitting there. She says,
Hello.
"Hello, young man."
Hello, my lovely lady.
Oh, thank you, charmer.
I would seek some of your wares if they fit my needs. What do you have?
We have magic things. We have liquid things. We have many things. What are you looking for?
Specifically, I was looking for some unguents, a ointment, perhaps.
Oh, well, come in. Come in.
All right.
Yes. And she invites you all in, and she opens up the curtains, and there's this big tent area, and it's like a curiosity shop, and there's vials and knickknacks all over the place.
Would you happen to have any of Kyotum's?
Oh, excuse me.
Any of Kyotum's ointment?
Oh, well, I don't know who that is.
Hmm.
I do have an ointment. I have a couple ointments.
Yes.
Yes. So what exactly does your ointment do? Maybe I find something.
It helps to heal wounds and cure disease and cleanse ones of poisons.
Oh, yes. Oh, we have something like that. Yes. It's Kumai's ointment.
Kumai.
Kumai's ointment.
Hmm.
Yes, I only have one left, though.
Only one.
Yes, this people have been buying up things a lot now lately. It's very strange.
I see.
She goes into a corner and pulls out a little blue, like just a little netting around it, little vial. This, it's 80 gold pieces.
80.
Yes, it's the last one.
Are you certain?
I own the place.
That seems pricey.
It's the only one left.
It is, which means no one wants it.
No,
Are
we're
you-
sold out. You buy it and then that's it. And we
Are
have
you-
to wait for the next shipment to come in.
Where does this ointment come from? Why is it so hard to find, to get?
Oh, well, the Cholt is a very dangerous place. Are you not from here? Oh, and she looks at you and goes, "Oh, wait, you are not from here."
No.
Yes, it's very dangerous. There's many things in the forest. The jungle's crazy.
I
There's
think-
zombies and all sorts of diseases.
80
You-
gold is
you don't-
tourist price.
You don't think perhaps 40 would be fair?
Absolutely not. I'm insulted.
Mhm.
That is far too low. Is there something else you need?
I do need other things as well.
Are you
But if you're going to be this,
going into Tolt?
we're going to visit the jungles, yes.
Oh, well, you'll definitely need some of this. And she picks up another ointment. She hands it to you. Says this one, it's not as expensive. So this is. She brings back a little tiny gourd. It's very small. This is insect repellent. You have to be very careful out there. You'll be eaten alive, and they carry the craziest diseases.
I see.
It's only 1 gold piece, but you all really should take it.
And this is enough for
I don't think you
multiple
understand how dangerous it is in the jungle.
people? We will take our cautions. Your warnings are heeded. However, is that enough for multiple people?
This is 20 applications, lasts for 24 hours. It's waterproof.
20 applications for one person.
Yes, it's only 1 gold piece. You each should have one.
We should probably, yes, have one.
I also have an incense block of this as well, if you would like. And she actually has stacks of this. Yeah.
And the incense block, I'm assuming, can be burned in the evening?
It can be burned whenever it's not raining on it. It lasts about 8 hours, and it's a 20-foot radius.
Do you have anything to repel the cats?
And the tabaxi are like, why would you do that?
I think she means the large savage cats with the long teeth.
Scary cats.
And they get self-conscious.
Oh.
Your teeth are not long. They're perfect.
The incense block is 1 silver piece. These are very important things. You cannot. I'll even throw in an extra one. You have to be very careful out there.
Let's see. 20 days.
It lasts 8 hours?
The unguent lasts for 24.
24 hours. And we can burn it while we walk, yes?
Yes, but
you would just put the ointment on you, and that will help for 24 hours.
Oh, yes.
Let us go with the ointment.
Okay. How many would you like?
Let's be safe. River, Flask, do you need any of that?
Yes, please.
Right. Let's be safe and give me 10.
Okay, it's 10 gold pieces.
And
the 80 gold one? Maybe we
if-
should see what uses it has.
if the other ointment that I was looking at, you say you can't do better than 80, not even 60?
Perhaps if you purchase more items, I might
I
be
was
able...
looking for some healing drops.
Oh.
You seem
How many do you need?
How many do you have? And what potency?
So they're being rationed out.
The prince is rationing these?
Well, everybody needs it. Everybody.
I would think that the churches
Everybody
would be
that
able
goes
to.
into the jungle pretty much needs it. So we can't just give it to anybody and then have them sell it on the black market for more. That would be cruel.
Well, if you ration, then can we not have 1 each?
Oh, you can have 3 each.
3 each would probably be good.
And well, usually there are 80 gold pieces, but if you 3, I would say 65 gold pieces each.
Each?
Yes.
For the 3 or
How
for
about-
the single?
I'm tired of this negotiation. Brunhilde accidentally flies out of my hand and lands on the thing. I'm sorry.
Sir.
I'm so
Violence
sorry.
is not
It's not
welcome
violence.
here. I will
Bartak.
call the guards.
It's an
Restrain
accident.
yourself.
I'm sorry. Can we get it for 60? Is there any way we can get it for 60? I'm sorry. Forgive her. She
All right,
sometimes-
intimidation. Roll intimidation.
Yeah, he-
19
Natural 19.
and 22.
Okay, 60. That's fine. But you should please.
My apologies. It slips sometimes, and forgive me for that. Brunhilde, bad girl. I put her back.
You probably should go.
I believe so.
Yes. So, calculator.
What was it? Yeah.
So
3
it's
each?
63 each.
Right. And that's total of how many? 12?
So 12 plus 2.
60 for
Do you
three,
want to
or
get
was it
some for the
60 for
cats
one?
too?
Yeah.
60 for 1.
180 per person?
Yeah.
720?
Plus.
Make sure you don't waste them. Like,
Yes.
there's a, just don't die on the island, okay?
No.
Something's happened and we're unable to revive people.
What? What is happening? Where do they go before this?
I do not know, but that's why we're rationing.
They are unable to be revived.
Yes.
Are they dead or?
Yes. You die and you run out of, you get punctured or whatnot, and then you don't have any healing potions left, then you die. And we can't bring you back.
Do they have injuries on their bodies?
If you die, you can't come back, whether it's suffocation or whether it's puncturing or being eaten, especially being eaten.
It's hard to come back from that.
Yes, exactly. So,
Very well.
I'm scared now.
All right.
yes, you should, and that's all I will say. And she looks at Bartak and, oh no, please, just leave. No,
I
thank you.
apologize for the crudity of my crewman. Perhaps next time I'll leave him and we'll do business again.
Perhaps, perhaps not. That's fine with me. So how much did you end up spending?
That was all of my gems.
So you have 0.
0 gems. I have 71 gold left, 191 silver, and 6 copper, plus the money for the mounts.
Okay. So you paid her in gems.
Yeah.
She takes the gems, one eye on him, one eye on the thing. She goes, that's about right. Okay, well, I wish you well out there and don't die.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
As much as we can. So everybody write down your 3 regular healing potions.
You have, everybody has 3.
Healing potion?
You,
Yeah.
so
They're
how much
just-
did you spend? What was the total amount?
Was,
How much you have left?
yeah, it's 1,080.
What, you spent 1,080?
Mm-hmm.
You
And
took, how much did you have on you? You had 2,500.
But I had the gems from before. Right.
So you had 500.
Mm-hmm. Plus the money we won from her.
No, he had that.
He had all of our winnings?
No.
No, we had our own
We
winnings.
had
He
our
had
own
his
winnings. He
winnings.
lost his winnings.
Oh, you had
He
your,
won
okay.
quite a
I
lot
own
of
that.
money.
He had his,
Yeah.
and how much did you win?
I won, bet 5 times 7, 30.
Yeah, I won 80 because
Okay,
I
cool.
put 10.
All right.
So
Yeah,
So you only have 71 gold
71 gold left.
left. Okay. And you have the mounts.
And the money for the mounts.
Okay. Ladies, how much do you have on you?
He said that was 3 regular healing potions each,
Mm-hmm.
and then the jar.
Yes.
Less.
And the ointment. And you have the insect repellent.
Insect repellent, and how much is the insect repellent? We have enough?
I got 10
10 of them?
containers, so
Do you carry this, or will
Misty,
you hand
this
it to us?
insect repellent smells disgusting to you.
we'll all carry one.
Like-
the rest of them is bag.
You don't want to put that on you.
Well, maybe it'd be better because the last time I wrote how much gold I had, I only had 43.
But
So you
we
only-
had 200 each back at the
It's
ship.
when you,
But
before you grabbed your ship money.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So how much does everyone have so we can move on?
I'm not sure.
Vartak.
He's been broke since they stole
Yeah.
his stuff.
Yeah.
Misty?
Let me do some math. I'm not
Okay, you
sure.
guys do your math. So you make your way out of this
I had
area.
I had 120,
Mhm.
and I grabbed another 100 from the ship when we stopped.
Okay.
How much were all
Is there anything you would like to do, quiet Calithe?
the? How much were all
You've
the
been so
potions and
quiet
stuff?
lately.
How much
Is there
were we each,
anything
or
that
how many
your
each did?
character would want?
I
Or, like,
still
how many
want
potions
my
you have?
bag. I want a bag
We
to
had
carry a
3,
creature.
healing potions.
Okay.
Right, and how much were all?
60 each.
Also,
60
I don't
each.
know if you remember the
Mm.
history of your character. You
Insect repellent.
you have a love back
one.
home that you will.
I do.
20
Okay,
applications.
just want to
20
make
days.
sure you remember that.
And how much?
Yes.
So
I'm
you
not
were
here to
looking.
buy
Gold?
touristy items for my love.
So you were looking for a bag.
Yes.
What would you like to do? How would you like to go about finding a bag?
I simply, I am pleased now Vartak has a bag, but I would like just something that is designed specifically to hold a creature if we should need to carry one.
Okay. So
I do not know why, it is just a feeling I have, a sense that I have, and I want to get this bag.
We're going to put
Alright.
the rest of the items in your bag, the extras.
So you guys sort out your stuff. Everyone knows how much do you have?
63 gold.
All right, 63 gold.
Minus 220 gold on me.
220 gold.
And 100 back at the ship.
Okay, Bartak 0
50 back
and okay. So you make your way. You make your way down to the anchorage, and you go past the gates. Looks like a race just finished. People are cheering the winners.
Yay!
Yay! And you make your way down past it. There's little directions on the note, and you pass up the first pen of dinosaurs, and you make your way to the second pen. And these dinosaurs seem to be much healthier, stronger, faster. They have, their eyes look smarter.
What kind are they? Are they like raptor style?
There
or-
are a lot of different kinds. The ones that you have, that you are looking for, are the raptor kinds. And Flask and River, they're excited, like, oh, I can't wait to ride the dinosaur. It's going to be so fun. We never got to ride a dinosaur before. We usually have to walk.
I haven't ridden one either.
Oh.
I think you're the only one who has.
Charlie.
I'm an expert now.
I go up to whomever was at the location.
You are supposed to pick up a Dinocus? Rudy, how do you pronounce this?
I'm not looking at it. I don't know.
Spell it.
Deinonychus.
Deinonychus.
I like that, Deinonychus.
That sounds good.
Yeah. That is what you are looking for.
Okay. Just have the order. Walk up. Excuse me.
There is a man in a little booth in front of the pens. He's a dirty man. He's kind of gaunt, has like a long mustache, his long hair. His fingernails are filthy, and he's sitting there.
Hello, good sir.
Yes, how can I help you?
We have purchased some mounts, and I believe we are supposed to pick them up here.
Oh, yes. And he looks at it and he goes, all right. He rolls it up. That will be 1,500, please.
Make sure no one's coming to take it as we.
Perception.
I got a. Where is it? A 3. I got a 16.
You see one guy go. Looks like a normal person from Schult. So you put out the money. He goes, fantastic, thank you. And there's like a,
Strong box.
yeah, he's putting it in. Just, thank you very much. Shoves it in there.
I'm really surprised you don't use letters of marque here.
We're very upfront people, and we don't take.
I'll buy that.
Yeah. And he snaps his fingers, and two young men walk up, and he shows them the letter, and he goes, hurry it up. And they run off. There'll be just a moment. So you wait a little bit, you see the people passing by, people are laughing, cheering. It's just a nice place, this Port Nainzar. And then the two gentlemen bring up your mounts, and there are these beautiful, bright-skinned, bright-colored, raptor-looking dinosaurs. And they have simple mounts on them, simple saddles
bags.
on them, very small bags, yes.
Okay.
And they are all standing there. And And the flask of wine and river mist is like, and we're going to see what their personalities are.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4. You have a female, they bring up a female to you, and she's very gentle. Think of her name. You don't have to say it right now, I'll come back to you. They bring up a boy, and he's got this strut to him, and he looks very smart, and he's got these eyes, and he looks you up and down. and you grab his reins. Think of his name.
Samson.
And they bring you a boy, and he's walks very smoothly, very smart eyes. And he just stands in front of you.
I just reach up, take his bridle, give him a little pet.
Think of his name. You. A girl. And she also kind of swoops up, looks at you. And a soft.
Scratch her under the chin just a little bit. Oh.
And these two slightly smaller ones are brought to Flask and River, and they start playing. They jump on the back of it, and you see them, they look a little bit younger, and they start playing back, and they are like running around in circles, and they're having a really fun time. What is the name of your mount?
Your name? Satine.
Got a little something on your nose over there.
AKA,
Samson.
don't kill me. Samson. Shit.
Samson and Satine.
Kyle?
Courage.
Nice.
She reminds me of a cat I used to have. I named her Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie. And River is named hers right. And Flask is named his left.
Left.
That is so cute.
And they jump on their mounts.
Okay.
And you.
Load up our stuff. Climb on.
Okay. Well, so don't be too aggressive with them. They are smart creatures. You hold their reins tight. You want to be very dominant, but not cruel. Right is right, left is left. Squeeze of the heels is slow down or stop. And once you talk to it a bit, they'll learn you. You can give them, through repetition, you can teach them your code words for things. And yes, enjoy.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Are there any treats or anything that we can give them to kind of solidify our
yes,
relationship?
you should
individually?
definitely. We have food for sale here.
That was included within the purchase.
It was not included, I'm sorry. No.
What
this
is the
just
cost of this
mounts.
food?
The cost of the food is
What do they eat?
Are they?
Live bait?
so it's 20 gold for about a week worth of food.
All right.
Yeah.
So we should get about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And they go,
What
like,
if
you want
it
2
is-
weeks, huh?
How heavy is this food?
The captain is rich.
They
Just
eat
buy
meat,
food.
so it's and they go back and they get give them the fresh stuff first.
Yes.
They bring out these heavy bags, and then they bring out these slightly lighter bags, and you see that it's a jerky, and then the fresh ones.
Is it fresh live bait?
It's not live; it's dead. They're pieces of meat, but they are heavy.
How much are they? How much do they
Was
weigh?
that 20 gold for a week?
No. How much do they weigh?
They're heavy.
Yes.
How heavy
They
is
will
heavy?
weigh
We
them
need
a
to
bit.
know if we can
How
carry them.
heavy?
Well, it's like it is exactly. It won't slow them down
Mm-hmm.
too much, but it'll slow them down a little bit.
Wondering how much we can put into the bag that holds 500 pounds.
Okay, so you can put in there. You can put most of it in.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
you put
2
like
weeks?
80% of it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can we feed them live food if we are stuck in the jungle for more
I'm
than 2
sure we
weeks?
could forage.
We can forage. They will eat just like
They
the animals.
prefer fresh
Raptors,
meat,
they
Yes.
prefer the
Yes.
live bait.
Yes.
We hunt.
but be
they-
careful giving them live
No.
because that might
We'll
make them
spark
wild.
them to
Yes.
aggression.
Yes.
However, if you could cook a few along the way, I'm sure that would be most
I love to
appreciative.
cook. I love to cook for all of you.
I
Makes
was
me
thinking
happy.
more along a lightning bolt to take out.
Oh, I will be cooking with my hands, not with my hands.
Yes.
Well, enjoy.
Thank you. All right, let's get going.
Okay.
Before we go, one
Yes.
last question. How much can each of the mounts actually carry, weight-wise?
Yes, they can carry about, without being too slowed, essentially what you're carrying now.
How
You
heavy?
and these bags. Any more weight will be too much for them.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Maybe another 10 pounds, but those bags on your back, they don't look light. And
Yes, I was thinking when the food is eaten, what capacity do we have to carry other things if we need to?
they'll let you know if they're too heavy.
Yes.
But right now, this should be fine,
Okay.
for a decent speed.
Okay.
Yes. Luckily, you have that fancy bag.
A fancy bag.
Yes.
Not too fancy. Don't look at it too long. Thank you.
Is there a bag shop around here?
Well, there's in the Grand Souk, there is that traveler shop, and in the Old Town, there is that the SEI, the co-op.
Is something
And
close, something we
there's-
can pass on the way?
There is the. It's really dark in there, but there's that think shop.
The satchel shop?
Yes.
I think
We probably need to get
we
going.
need to go.
Okay.
You can have these.
What are you
big
looking
satchel
for
with,
exactly?
As you wish, I'm simply looking for a satchel that has dense leather around the sides of it, something strong to hold an animal, a live
Well, we
animal.
have
if needed.
these smaller cages, and he leads you back. Come look. He leads you back, and inside of this tent are little cages, and inside of these cages are small animals. You see like a young winged monkey. You see a flying snake. These creatures are very exotic. Cages of different sorts. Some of them they've got their cloth, but there's like netting. Ready? You can really hear that.
Captain,
keyboard.
can't you come back here, Captain?
Yes.
Do we have any need for any of these tiny little creatures with the wings and things?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so. No, I thank you for your time.
But
I simply.
do you have a empty cage?
Yeah, you can purchase any of the empty cages.
All right, this will not distract the raptor.
It's just a cage.
It's just a cage. You can hang it off. They're pretty light.
I would love one of your cages. How much are they?
Well, I mean, do you want a good sturdy one?
A very
That's-
sturdy one, please.
Okay,
As sturdy
well-
as they get.
This one is, and he turns over, and there's like metal on it, and like really fine wrapping. This one's 2 gold pieces.
This is exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you.
So it's like this, and it has a way to fold it that it collapses on itself.
Perfect.
And there's a handle on top,
Exquisite.
like a folding bird cage type.
I will buy this cage from you.
Okay, write that down. You now have a flying snake cage. It's about this big.
Wonderful.
Okay. You all have your traveler's equipment. There's rope in it, grappling hook. Those are the basic essentials. So now you are
Getting
You've
on
got
our
these things.
dinosaurs and going.
ready. And now the ball's in your court.
To the
Yep.
jungle.
To the jungle.
Let's go to the jungle.
Finally.
I've had enough of this city.
Rivers.
I need some nature.
Yes. Aye, aye, Captain.
After you.
Okay. And you want to go the fast route? Is that
I believe we should.
okay?
Which one is the most beautiful? With the most sightseeing opportunities?
The long way.
No way we can do a little bit of both?
They just take off in front. Yes, the trail is this way.
If you remember correctly, there's a certain pirate who's also looking for this item.
We'll go the fast way.
Thank you.
So as you're traveling,
Child.
perhaps you'd like to remind everybody why you're on this journey.
The crew or everybody?
The crew.
Okay. All right, I did a quick bearing earlier, and the jewel is still about where I expect it to be. Checking on the map, it appears to be just slightly to the west of where they are taking us, so it might be in that area. They're taking us to the ruined temple, if you remember correctly. So once we get closer, I should be able to take a better heading. Remember, once we get this, we can head back home and turn this over, and we can all go back to living the normal lives.
That would be nice.
I'll be sad to see you leave.
It will be a pleasure for me to be leaving, but it will be sad to say goodbye.
You're still coming with us when we leave, correct?
Of course.
You kept saying you wanted to explore and stay here for your stories.
I'm here with you as long as the adventure comes my way. I follow you, my captain.
I'll follow you anywhere. Anywhere.
As always.
You say with a jolly pat on her back,
Yep.
and you set off into the jungles of Cholt. And you're
Careful.
all on your mounts, and you're riding, and the tabaxi, they're kind of doing this fun play thing, going back and forth.
Satine, Satine, go Satine.
And you make your way,
Mhm.
and everyone roll a perception check.
16.
7.
22.
22.
The two of you see off the road that what looks like a carcass, like a giant dinosaur carcass.
Does it look like it died of natural causes, or?
This is a couple hours in, and you see, do you want to take the time to look?
Yeah, I want to look at a little bit. I want to see if it died of natural causes or if it was attacked.
No.
So how are you looking? Tell me what that's like.
So I'm right behind him on my little dinosaur. It's over to the right side, and I'm just trying to long neck, look over, get an idea, but not lose speed with everyone else. See what information I can see from just going by.
Okay, roll a. So you're just glancing to see how it died?
If I can see what information I can get by just walking by or
Okay.
riding by.
Do a medicine check.
14?
You see it's on its side and it has teeth missing, and there's very deliberate squares missing from its skin. Yeah.
More like cut out squares or bit out squares?
Like cut out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not
It's,
comforting.
it's not jagged, it's very deliberate. So that's what you see as you go by.
Look at me, I didn't see anything.
You didn't see anything. So you just kind of pace back a little bit.
I'm busy putting on insect repellent.
I don't care about it. I see a dead body, just keep going.
Okay.
That's not something to me.
What is the order you were traveling in?
River and Flask are
They're up front. Where are you guys?
I'm at the very back.
He's front and second, third, and last.
Okay. So you are going along. Do you share this information with them?
Not while we're walking. I'm going to wait until once we get to a stopping point. Seems kind of like it's been there for a little while. Maybe it's not an issue. But it's definitely in my mind.
Okay. So you guys continue down the trail, and it was pretty early, and you were traveling most of the day. Everything seems to be fine. You're going,
And
Really nice ride.
and
break camp once it
keep
gets
going.
dark.
and it gets dark. You're tired.
All right. I think it's a good time to make camp.
Oh, good. My legs hurt. I'm tired. of
Feel
doing
free
this.
to let us know when it is best. You are the guides.
Oh, thank you. We just don't want to. We don't want to make you upset, and we don't want to. You know, we want to be there for you.
I understand, but it would make me more upset if we overextend ourselves and get into trouble.
The mounts seem very, like, okay.
Edgy?
They're really hungry.
Pull out some meats.
Do we tie them
lots of
together?
meats.
So you're setting up camp?
Do we tie the
Yes.
mounts together?
Find a spot that looks like it would be open enough that we can set up the tents and.
Okay. They look around. It's pretty dense jungle around you. However, I finally rolled a 19, and they find a little nook. And it's enclosed by a lot of trees and ferns, but they find a little place.
Okay.
And they motion you to come and set up camp.
Set up.
So you set up camp. Everybody roll survival.
3.
16?
10.
21.
You guys set up your tents. She looks like she is struggling. She can't seem to get her tent up, and there's like this little mud patch next to her, and she keeps trying to dry it out, but with some wind, but then it gets sticky, and she's sweaty, and it's getting dark.
This camping is ridiculous. I do not know why I tried to do it in normal human way. I'm going to make a mage hand, and it can do it all for me. May I please make a mage hand?
You can make mage hand. You have to still have it do what you want it to do.
Absolutely.
So there's one hand.
Shit.
Yeah.
Darn.
You were thinking of unseen servants.
Do not believe I have this on any of my lists.
So you have your mage hand out,
Yes.
and do you want it to help you try again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because I am tired and I would like to get into the tent, but the tent is a mess right now and there is a puddle and I do not want to be in the puddle.
Exactly. Roll survival at advantage now that you have another hand.
19 with, what is it? I do not have
That'll do it.
advantage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was
you
advantage.
set up your tent. You
Thank you,
believe,
mage hand.
Captain, you believe that your tent is pretty good. Yeah, it's decent. You
Okay.
think that you did it right.
I think I do.
Yes.
I'm going to get some food out of the bag for the mounts before they get too restless.
Okay, so you're gonna feed the mounts?
Yeah.
We should feed the mounts for sure.
Yes.
Something, what do we tie them to? The mounts?
We
Do
can
we tie them together?
post them. The reins are long enough. We can just post them around.
So
Do not stick them all together.
the
I don't
two
want
of
them to
you
run off.
did not say that you put the insect repellent on.
This
I will let
is
you, yeah. So, roll survival at disadvantage.
Ooh, a disadvantage.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 4 and a 10.
What did you roll?
14 on this one.
Okay, so you, okay.
This will not be a pleasant night for me.
We haven't gone to bed yet. But
Yeah. So, okay.
Thank you.
So you guys set up your tents.
Mhm.
You're feeding things. The
Pet.
tabaxis they're making a fire, making it safe. Is there anything you would like to do as the sun is going down?
I would like to put on some insect repellent.
Okay. You are bit. Definitely
I am
bit
bit,
now.
hence I am
And
going
you
to
put
get
some,
to my
yes.
bag.
I'm going to try to teach Courage how to stand guard.
Oh,
How are you going to teach him that?
I'm going to put him there, and I'm going to say, give him some food, good, and pet him, and point out, and say, bad, good. I have 0 animal handling. I have no clue how to do this. This is why I'm totally winging it. And this.
Is he gonna roll that animal
Okay,
handling?
so yeah, give me a sec.
Why would I?
No,
I have
he's
no
gonna
animal
roll it.
handling.
He's gonna roll it. But so you're just holding food in front of its face.
I feed him, and I'm trying to associate food with me, and other things not with food.
We
All
are
right,
all.
roll animal handling.
By the way, we have started to watch this because it's ridiculous and we find it highly amusing.
I got a 9.
I forgot. That's when you roll bad. He goes,
I have no skills in it, so no.
you're holding it, and he looks out, and he looks at you.
If he's not getting it, I'll try again later.
Nice try, Captain. Good work. You keep at that.
And he sits.
Do they
Good.
do they sit or lay down to sleep? Or is
They
it
lay
like
down.
Cows, they lay down.
Yeah. Like cows?
Like
That
cows.
is a really good question. But I don't think these ones. There's
Yeah.
another one that might, but not these.
I want to
If we were
feed.
riding brontosauruses.
Yes,
Yeah.
they would not be sitting.
I want to feed Bonnie, but I'm trying to get her to lay down next to my tent. I see how that went, and I don't think that's good. I'm too tired to try to train her tonight. But I just want to make her feel comfortable sleeping next to my tent, because that'll make me feel more comfortable.
Well, they're
Okay.
2-person tents, so we've got 3 tents.
Oh, you got 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It is now true. So the 2 of you are in a tent. The 2 of you are in a tent.
We
With
have
a
our-
line of stuff between us.
Yes. Kyle remembers things better than I do. So this is true because I didn't write that down. I'm
Okay.
glad you told me.
Yeah.
And the 2.
Because we got the 3
Yes.
2-person tents, and
The
then we've got the
bag.
covered
Spread.
hammocks that are also
Yeah.
covered inside,
Thanks.
in case the tents leak.
Thank you, Kaya.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so you guys are in a tent, and she was holding you back, but now you guys have a tent.
I have put the bag, a piece of bag and stuff between us
You're
And a
gonna
couple
be
of
sleeping in a
shoes.
hammock.
in a hammock.
You each have your own contained mosquito netted
I don't.
hammock.
I just wanted to be there so that I feel
She
like
feels
there's a
safer.
line.
She
It
feels
makes me.
safer.
On
Do
the
not
ground.
question a woman's logic.
On a ground.
Yes,
line.
it is on the ground
Okay.
Not
beside
that
us,
far off the
between
ground.
us.
It's still, it's like probably that far off the ground.
And don't question a
enough
man's
so animals
logic. The
don't climb
bag
up on
you.
moves
Yeah.
out of the way. That's a man's logic. The bag's not in the way.
So that is the thing. She feels better if it's
Mhm.
that way. You are in your own hammocks. They're separate, but it's still a narrow space because it's efficient.
I do not have the energy to argue with the man, and he has worn me down for tonight.
So you guys,
You still have electrical spells to zap him with.
I may, I may.
she threatens you with her eyes.
And that makes me even zzz.
Christ.
So you guys all go to sleep for the
Yes.
night.
Are we going to set up a round of watch?
I will watch first.
All right. And
I'll go
there's
second.
6 of us. We'll split 2 watches, an hour watch each, and
That's for
then
me.
we'll take an extra watch each contact.
I'm not tired. I can watch for more than 1 hour.
Yes.
With the first watch.
You would need your rest in order to recover any spells.
Well, I have not used any real
just used
spells
Mage
today.
Hand,
I
but
mean,
that's
my
it.
Mage Hand takes nothing from me.
Just as a regular,
Just so
In
you know.
general, yes, but tonight I'm
Either-
fine.
either you would have first watch so you could sleep through, or last watch.
Who's
Thank
going
you.
to be
That is appreciated.
first? And how long are you going to watch for?
Bartak
2 hours.
for 2.
2 hours.
Okay.
I get.
So you're going to sleep.
He
2
gets,
hours,
He gets
2
2 for the
hours.
first. Then we'll have Amina take the 3rd hour. Then I'll take the 4th and the 5th. And the 6th and the 7th would be River and Flask,
Okay.
if they're able to, and then 8th would be her.
All right. That sounds good. You guys all go to sleep.
Mhm.
Bartak, you're awake.
Can I bring Satine next to me and we sit together?
Yeah.
watch?
She's
Yes,
sleeping
you
now.
can.
But she's with
You wake
me.
her up
She's
and-
helping me watch. She's helping me watch
Are you luring her with food or?
with little snacks, and she's sitting with me. I want to make the bond here now, the 2 of us, as we sit here and listen and watch for the night.
Okay.
So I lay with her like this, my arm on her.
Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, both 13s. That's a 20.
Okay. We're going to take a break because I need to use the restroom, and now's a perfect time for that.
Real quickie.
Real quick. So, Rudy, I'm going to break, and we will be back shortly.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah?
It's loose. It's not going to stay that way.
No, it's loose still.
We're gonna
Kyle
adjust your mic
fixes those
if there's making
That
noise.
one's
Sorry.
broken.
And we're doing that because I'm trying to finish chewing this protein bar. It's taking
You
forever.
cut your lip. You're bleeding on your cup.
What, is this mic
This
okay?
is a
I think so.
Dexter?
Okay, just let me know.
Are we
if you
live?
need to change it.
We are, yeah.
this is a Macbeth cut from the Globe Theater,
Oh, yeah.
and I just said that.
Lady Macbeth, since
Ah,
it's covered in blood. Out, damn spot.
That's exactly what it says right in the middle.
that's
Okay, well I'm still
awesome.
chewing, so
Well, while she's chewing.
what are you dreaming about? Because I'm, like, this is not going to stop until I'm
Chew,
done.
chew.
What are you dreaming about?
Finally getting to the gym, taking it, and returning us back to our lives of leisure and adventure, as opposed to running and being hunted for a crime we did not commit.
I'm just dreaming about how much I actually enjoyed racing dinosaurs, and I enjoy having this little dinosaur next to me asleep, and I always want to be part of the crew, but it is a nice fantasy to be a famous dinosaur jockey.
I'm dreaming as I dream every night of my home in Kaurua and my love.
I'm not sleeping, but I'm imagining I can meet Johann Wilder and finally show him my book in hopes that he will appreciate my writings and my poetry. He's my hero, and I hope to be like him one day.
So you are daydreaming that, and you go about your post, and nothing happens.
That you know.
You switch out. You go back into your tent. You fall asleep from the day of exhaustion of writing writing Satine. I hate you.
Touche for making me lose my stuff.
Hey man, I gave it back to you, and now you are writing Satine. I will hold that against you later. Oh God, even that sounds terrible.
This may have been a very bad strategy. She might be the master.
Especially when he has to mount Satine.
God darn it! Gosh darn it! Amina, what are you doing?
I'm awake now. It's my turn.
It's your turn. You go out,
It's number two.
and is Bonnie with you?
Of course.
So you have Bonnie with you.
Yes.
Okay, roll a perception check. And roll one for, I'll roll one for Bonnie.
I got a 9 on the perception.
So you're sitting watch. The jungle is very interesting. And you hear the noises of the jungle. Where are the noises? Bring the noises. There we go. You hear the noises of the jungle. Looking around. It seems really loud to you. And all of a sudden, Bonnie shoots up. And she starts looking around. And you notice that the other mounts that were across from the campfire, they perk up and they all look in one direction.
Oh, should I wake someone up?
Did you tie the mounts?
They're staked.
Okay.
It's a lot of rolls.
Each one? I can't ask if we should tie them together, but no one answered.
Bonnie is next to you, and she looks at you, and she like lowers her head. The other ones have now started trying to pull at their stakes, and they all pull and they run, and they bolt off into the forest. I rolled like 5 19s. It was crazy.
Oh, I
So
tried
we'll,
to
like-
tie them together. Oh, whoops,
So,
I'm sleeping, sorry.
But you guys are all asleep.
I think I have to scream and wake everyone
And
up.
they start run. And yes. And you hear
Hey
you
guys,
see
we need to wake up.
2 pairs of eyes from the jungle looking at you. Bonnie is sitting there next to you. She looks at you, she looks at it, and she grabs at your shirt with her muzzle and just tries to pull you away. What do you do?
I want to try to wake the rest of the people up.
How are you going to do it?
I gotta,
3,
I gotta wake them up and not draw
2,
too much attention. Who's the closest
1.
to me?
He's the closest to you. Make a decision right now.
I say his name louder than I probably should have. But
Say it right now.
Captain, wake up! Wake up!
You hear some ruckus. You hear her call your name. You hear, and all of a sudden you hear. Wait, what else? What do you hear?
Do I wake up?
You hear a roar. You're not looking. Bonnie is.
Do I wake up?
You wake up.
Okay.
Grab
Grab a
your
weapon.
stuff. You
Does the
guys
roar
now
wake
wake
us?
up. Yes.
Okay, I immediately cast a light toward where everyone is looking.
Okay, so you come out
As
of the
soon as
tent.
I come out of my tent,
and
I
you
immediately cast a
light.
light.
What
straight
you
away.
see, so you cast light, and as these 2 small Tyrannosaurus Rexes are coming at you, the light goes on, and they recoil a little bit, and they go.
Paw attack.
They are bigger than your mounts by a little bit. They're not that much bigger, but they are.
And our mounts are not fighting dinosaurs.
Your mounts are not there
They're
anymore.
Oh, they ran away.
They ran out.
That's right.
Except
Well,
for
we don't know
Bonnie.
this. We just woke up.
And they
Where are the
see
mounts?
your mount, and they see you, and you guys peek your head out, and they start charging for you. Boom, 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 boom,
Okay.
boom, boom.
Can I grab her
Bonnie
with a,
inside the tent.
I want to grab her
Lay
with a
down.
lightning lure and grab her over.
I'm sorry, you pushed Bonnie in the tent?
Well, maybe if they don't see her.
The tent is small. Bonnie is big. I will let you.
Her foot's in there.
What would you like to do?
Just try to back her in there if I can, just to hide as much of her as
You
I can.
push her because it's all the time you really have,
Push her.
and she. See if she does that. Oh yeah, I rolled a 2. She knocks the tent over. You are now prone, half inside, half outside of the tent. They're coming to you, and they both snap at you. So that is a. That is a 15 to hit.
I
What's
want
your AC?
16.
Okay, that's a miss.
I want to throw one of my hand axes, aim for one of their eyes.
Okay, this is where I need you to do initiative
Initiative
for me.
rolls?
Yeah.
Everybody roll?
Actually,
She did.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it this way because it'll be easier.
Okay.
So you were out. You can go. They are right next to you. So if you throw it, you'll throw it at disadvantage because you're throwing it, but you could hit them. Missy, is this your first real battle?
Yeah.
Like ever?
Besides the episode 0.
That's true.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
said
want to
your-
take my rapier and then try to stab him in the eye if he's so close to me.
Okay, so you take it out and attempt to hit it. Roll a
Oh,
d20 and
there's-
add your weapon modifier.
Where's that one?
It should already be added.
The magic rapier +1.
Oh, and then add a 1 to it.
Wait. So then.
You can help her, Kyle.
Yeah.
So you got a +7, so you got a 25 on the first attack.
Nice.
Thank God.
You have a multi-attack,
2 attacks per
So
action.
you,
so you can
Yeah.
hit both on one or one and then the other, and they're both standing there and they're
Right next to
snapping
me?
at you.
I want to stab one in each eye.
All right,
yeah, she hit the second one too.
she hit the second one.
She got a 23.
Oh my God. Okay, so you go to slash at one, and then you go to slash at the other one with your finesse. And what's the damage?
Nope.
This one?
Yep. 8, 9 on the first. And 10 on the second.
Nice. Okay, so you slashed and slashed, and they are nipping at you, and Bonnie ran, and she looks back at you, and she's like, ah! She's calling you to her.
Yeah.
Kyle, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to have to try to get myself up since I'm prone.
Yes, you are. You're
Acrobatics to kick
both
up.
prone and underneath the tent, but
Yeah.
you know.
See if I can use acrobatics to roll out
Yeah, sure.
and kick up.
I would love it if you did that.
I got a 19 on my acrobatics.
Nice, okay.
And actually, my bad. I got a 22 on my acrobatics.
So tell me what exactly you're trying to do.
So what I'm trying to do is roll out of the tent and spring over the fire past, to put the fire between me and the two Tyrannosaurs.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend a superiority die and yell at Amina and say, Amina, strike that one again, and give her another attack.
Nice, do it. One is looking at him, and one is looking at you. Which one would you like to hit?
And you get to add 3 damage to it if you hit it.
I'm going to hit the one that's closer to him and try to stab him in the other eye.
Okay.
Yeah. 14 and then what? Which one?
14 plus 7, she got a 21 to hit.
Totally gets it. You strike up. The eye is really high. You know, you are a very small woman, and you strike up, and you do some damage. What is his damage?
6 plus 4 plus 3, so 13 points.
Awesome. Wow, nice. Okay, so, and now your captain is far away from you. He's about 15 feet away from you.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to move over and get behind one of the dinosaurs. So I'm going to flank
Okay.
it.
All right. So you just step aside. So you're basically, you've got the fire here.
Yep.
You've got 2 dinosaurs. Amina, the tent. You moved here, and you're just kind of moving the rest of the way over here.
Yeah, I'm using my my cunning
Cool.
action.
Awesome.
So behind it.
So now you are flanking it.
Yep.
Okay. And that is all you can do.
That is all I could do.
What do you do?
Magic missile.
So you stick your head out.
Mm-hmm.
And which one would you like to shoot? The one that's looking at Amina, or the one that's that's looking at the captain?
Magic missile gives me 3 darts. Can I aim at 2 creatures?
Yes, you can.
And do I shoot all at once or one at a time?
So depending on your spell level, you can do them all at once, but if you do it at a higher level, you add a d4.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
your
I
missile.
see. I think I'm happy to do it first level.
Okay, cool.
Yes, 3.
So how many would you like to do it? Which one?
Well, the one that is, you stabbed it in the eye, yes?
Both of them.
Both of
It's
them have
got
been
big
stabbed in the eye.
scratches near its eye.
Oh,
So
okay.
she hit 1 twice, and she hit 1 once.
Okay, I
So
would like
once-
to
once
shoot
more hurt.
2 at the one what was hit once, and 1 at the one that was hit twice.
Okay, so roll the damage individually, and then we can,
With the it says to the d4.
yeah. So one of them is the one that got hit once. What's the damage for that one?
A 2.
3.
Okay.
Oh, 3 plus 1 force. And the other is a 2 and a 1.
Okay.
That's plus 2.
Plus 2?
1 per die. 1 per missile.
Oh, so plus
So 5.
5 in total.
Okay. Awesome. So, are you going to stay hidden like in the tent?
No, I will stand and fight. I will move the 30 feet over to my friends.
So this is what it looks like. So there was your tent, and next to your tent, you saw the captain roll out in front of your tent and then move behind. So there is a fire in between you and the dinosaurs. What look like baby T-Rexes. They look very angry.
I mean, I can fly over the fire, right? Like 10 feet?
What would you like to do? Would you like to walk or?
You didn't use storm spell.
I did not, this
Yeah.
isn't a storm
So you're
spell.
going to
Dang it.
walk,
I shall
and
walk
where would you like to
like
walk
a
to?
simple human.
Um,
I would
near
like to
her.
flank the other dinosaur if I can reach it.
Are you going to join him or are you going to join her? So they're on either
I will
side.
join the captain.
Okay. How far away from it would you like to be? Would you like to be adjacent to it?
Yep.
Or okay. So he is right next to it. I will say to you, you should probably be
On the other side.
behind him. Yeah, you
Excellent.
should be at least 10 feet away for your spells and stuff.
And I shall.
Otherwise, you get disadvantage if you're right next to it, and that's not good.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So spells like a long distance type of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know this.
Unless
I'm a
it's-
storm sorcerer.
Unless it's shocking grasp.
Unless it's shocking grasp, yes. Vartak, you've been woken up.
So, I guess.
Satine has run off.
Oh, so I guess since my my initiative is last in this thing, I open the tent, I look out, and I see things happening.
Yes.
How far are these dinosaurs from me?
They are about 15 feet away.
15 is close, and I see everyone running around doing things.
Yeah, the two of them are on the other side. Amina is standing by herself on one
I
side.
slam my face and I
Is that your
wake.
action?
Mm,
that your
oh,
bonus
boy.
action?
No,
That's your reaction.
it's my. Okay, so I want to. I see it. She's right next to it. She's right next to
Yes,
the thing?
she is standing right in front of one. The other one is turned and is looking at the captain.
And I take a moment and I see that,
And then,
and I want to cast a bane.
what is Bane?
Bane gives them a negative. It takes away on their attack rolls.
Uh-huh.
On a D4 or a save. Yeah, it's
Wait,
it's
what?
a minus a D4 on their attack or save
Oh, cool.
for the duration of the spell, which is 1 minute. So they each
Nice.
have that.
Okay,
So they have.
roll it.
I think it goes on their attack when they.
Right, but you have
Yeah,
to
we'll
roll
roll
the
it right
number.
now.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'll go ahead
Okay.
and write that down.
Okay. It's a 2, so -2
Nice.
on that. So then that's my action, and my
Mhm.
bonus action. I let out these things. I try to sing a bardic inspiration for these two over here that are close to it, and I think. I think that I could inspire them to be
Okay.
better. And here it is. These two, for them, get this. A 5 each. Oh, yes.
Nice.
They get a +5 to ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
Holy mackerel.
Once when they pick it, they have to
Yes.
pick it. The
Okay.
time.
So you hello, and both dinosaurs take a moment, look at you, and then go back to what they were doing. So they are, one is going to bite you, to try to bite you, and its tail is going to swing at the captain. And that is a 21.
-2.
That is a 19. That one hits. And that is 17. So both. What is your AC, Kyle?
Actually, because they're attacking me, I believe.
You can also you have your bardic inspiration too.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at my parry. Don't have the parry. That would hit because I have a 16.
Okay. So the bite. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. First off, so that is. $23 damage on the bite.
Eesh.
And the tail is 8 damage. So that one goes after you two, and the other one that's looking at the captain goes to bite him, and the tail flicks and is going to attempt to hit Amina.
Oh.
They're facing the opposite directions. And that is an 18 to hit Kyle, and
Is that -2 though? They get -2 this whole time.
16 to Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, the one's right. Thank you. And that is a 0 to Amina. The tail flies over your head. You duck down slightly. Let's see. Kyle, you get bit for 17 damage. They're standing there. Amina, what do you do?
I've jumped over the tail now, right?
Yes. You ducked, yes.
Oh, I ducked over it, ducked under it. He's facing away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna try to run up his back. See if I can't stab him in the top of the head with my rapier.
Okay. Are you going? What is better for you, acrobatics or athletics?
Where's that? Acrobatics? Oh, there it is. Athletics.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
12, 13, 14, 15, 18?
How much?
18?
Okay. So the tail flies over your head and lands on the ground. You do this like jump rope situation to it where you duck and then you leap up and you catch it as it's swinging under and you just run up it. And then what are you going to do?
I'm going to take my rapier and try to stab him in the top of the head.
Okay,
There's a little
attempt.
soft spot in the skull right there.
You're going to hopefully find a soft spot.
Oh, do I add it with anything?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 17.
17?
Awesome. Totally hits. You run up the back and you, what's the damage?
Oh.
So sometimes it's really good if you roll the damage with that.
Okay.
So that way you have them both done at once.
Oh,
8?
nice.
Do you have any bonuses?
Yeah, she's got 4, so 12 points on the first hit.
Okay. So you got 12 points, and then you have a second hit.
You got to roll the 20 again.
Was that 12 for the first one?
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
points on the first hit, and I think the second one's going to miss.
Yeah.
She got an 8. No, wait. She got 11.
You still have bardic inspiration on you.
If you would like to use
Oh, yeah, I would like to use it.
Well,
You can add 5 points to it.
Okay,
it. Actually,
That would make it a 17.
I'll take it.
I'm sorry, 16.
Either.
okay, that hits.
Okay.
Yes. So roll the damage.
And I'm sorry, I'm just confused.
6 points.
6 points. Okay, so I got 8.
No, total
No?
6.
Oh, total 6.
Okay. So you run up the back, whoosh, whoosh, and slash at it, and it goes. "Rah!" Kyle.
Okay. The one that she's attacking, is that,
That's the one facing you.
So
That
one-
one's taking the most damage.
okay. But that's one I can hit.
Mhm.
I say, everyone attack this one first. And I proceed to swing at it to try to stab it in the face
Okay.
with more than enough to hit, I'm sure. 26.
Oh yes, that definitely does it.
Since it is being flanked, I get to add my sneak attack bonus.
Yay! Kyle gets to roll a ton of damage for things.
Maybe. We'll see how well it does. 20 points.
20 points of damage. Oh, it does not look like it's doing well.
And then I'm going to use my, where is it? My action surge,
Mm-hmm.
take another attack.
Nice. Captain.
For a 19.
Okay, that does it. For sure.
For another 11 points.
Okay. Kalite,
And
Oh,
before
more.
I'm done,
You get more?
on my bonus action,
Nice.
no, I take that back. For my bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind
Uh-huh.
and just get a little healing back.
Okay.
Is one
This is a crazy character. It's amazing. Congratulations.
Who built that
Did the
character?
dinosaur just die?
Rudy did.
That's amazing. Did the dinosaur just die? Did you get it?
No, it's not doing well.
It's hurting,
It's-
but
There's just cuts all over it. What do you do?
Is there a place I can move where none of my friends are in the way and I can line the two dinosaurs up behind each other?
Yes, actually. So right now,
I need a 5
there's
foot
like
wide
this.
channel
Yeah, you got it.
where none of my
They're
people are in.
actually like this. So if you stood here, you could easily just run over here and even give yourself some distance and then shoot straight through them. Vartax here. Did you move? You did not
Mm-mm.
move. So yes, it would pass him.
And arbitrary question, are any of the tents in the way?
No.
Excellent. I would love to just shoot a lightning bolt through the two of them,
Go for it.
if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Do you happen to have some D6s? May I
How many?
have 8 of them?
Here's 4, 5, 6.
Another
plus your 2.
Wonderful. Okay.
That's some damage.
Oh, wow.
Is that damage?
yeah.
This is
Jeez.
damage, so
What the hell?
Let's
is
get saves.
That's-
what?
Yes. What's the save on it?
Her DC on her save?
On the lightning bolt,
No.
it says 1d6 SL.
Yeah. For spell level. You're using,
What's your
spell level?
What's your DC?
but what's your DC?
Your spell DC.
It's right here.
Oh, my spell DC? 14.
Okay.
So still add that up.
Rolled a 1. Yeah.
What? So
Wow. They failed. I rolled a 1 and a 2
8.
because I'm Satine.
Do you want me to add that for you?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
8 plus,
10.
so 14, 18, 24, 29,
Plus
plus 14.
3 points each.
Oh, plus 3 points each?
Yes.
Oh my God.
29
Plus
plus
a lot.
24.
No, that's 29. It's 32 each.
32 each.
Because they failed their saves. 32,
Okay,
32
yeah.
each.
So,
Jeez.
you stand there and you've never seen dinosaurs like this. They're large and they're angry and they're tearing your friends apart. And you position yourself in the suave manner that you were very good at. And you command this lightning bolt and it shoots right through to them. And it hits the first one, and that one knocks back a bit. The second one, it pushes it back. It knocks it off his feet as it shoots through the first one, and it knocks it into the fire, and it starts screaming, and then it shakes, and then it just dies right on the fire, and its flesh is burning.
Delicious.
The other one, is looking around, it's disoriented, and it looks over at its friend, and it goes, ah! What do you do, Vartak? Oh, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I already used my movement, correct?
Well, you got an extra 10 feet of flying movement.
She's
Oh,
walking.
because I used my sorcery?
Oh, yes.
I mean, I'll duck back a little. 10 feet, why not?
Boop, boop. Okay. Vartak.
Thank you.
I see her shoot this incredible array of things out, light from her, and these two things fall, one burns. And just as I was about to join the fight, it's over.
No,
There's
one's
still one
alive.
Oh, I thought one burned in the fire and the other one died.
No, one
Oh.
died burning in the fire.
Oh, I thought the other one fell too. I'm sorry. Well, okay, I have to move forward,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attack him.
All right. It's flailing around, feels very trapped right now.
Okay. Oh, I hit. I 19, 20, 24.
Oh, it totally hits.
And then I have here,
2d6.
I have the sneak attack. Plus,
Just
I have the 1d6 plus those. 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 18
Nice.
on the one that's still up.
So, do you want to do anything else? Can you do anything else? Would you
That's
like
with the sneak attack because they're on them.
to- Okay.
So, and
What?
I was wondering.
Oh.
Oh, no, I can't do anything else, but I walk up slowly, and I see him, he's in pain. And I look at him, and I walk up slowly behind him, and I think, oh, poor thing, it's time to go.
So you stab at it, and it moves, and you end up slashing at it, and it doesn't look like it hurt it that much. It was a chunk, a big slash, but it doesn't seem to be as nearly as hurt as the other one was before it flew into the fire.
Okay.
But you slash at it, and it looks around, and it turns around, and its tail is going to accidentally hit you.
Okay.
And it turns, and where's the thing? Okay.
It's got a -2.
Oh, yeah. It's 24.
To hit?
Yep.
Then hit.
It's 8 damage. And it rushes forward, leaving you guys opportunity attacks. And it rushes forward to its
Fallen mate.
to the other T-Rex, and it tries to drag him out of the fire, and you can hear it screaming. So before it gets to the fire, you would,
Opportunity attack 22.
yes,
For 16 points. Roll
Go ahead and
20 to
roll.
hit.
I hit for 19.
you hit.
No, I hit for 22, which
for
I figured was a
19.
hit, but
Okay.
19. And then 9 was the hit, was the
You
damage.
get to add 7.
7,
So 17.
19.
Okay,
17.
hits.
Yeah.
And the damage.
Roll your damage.
Well, it's your normal attack.
Yeah,
Whatever you're
she does
hitting it
5
with.
points.
5 points
Oh,
damage.
what am
Your little weapon, whatever.
I can
You don't
just
get
hit
it.
with whatever. I don't get it? I have weapons. I have a
Yeah.
dagger. and a
So
sword.
you're too far away.
Yeah, you have to be
Yeah.
up to
Basically,
5
it
feet.
left the space, and they were right next to it, so they get a chance to hit it as it's running off.
I cannot just use my lightning or
No.
No?
Opportunities.
It only happens if you're right next to it. And it's also has to be like a melee, like
It's an
a weapon thing.
opportunity attack.
so it grabs, it moves to the opposite side, and it starts pulling. It's and it gets its friend out, and it's looking at you, and it's like and it's trying to pull its friend out of the way.
You attacked us, you big jerk.
Yeah, he's going to go attack it. Get it?
Okay, that was what it does. So after you, you gonna run up to it?
How far am I from it right now?
You're about 20 feet away.
20 feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw one of my hand axes this time.
Okay.
Nice throw.
Does that add anything? 6? Okay. 25.
Totally hits.
And
No.
no?
One of those.
I'm nervous. There's a dinosaur. So,
6 points.
oh, 6.
How much?
6.
Okay, you hit it for 6 points of damage. It's still trying to get its friend away. So you throw it as it's pulling.
I'm going to run up and stab it.
Okay, you run up.
Since no one else is near it, I still get sneak attack for a 16 to hit.
Totally hits.
What doesn't count though, that his buddy's sitting right there next to him?
I don't need it.
Oh, okay.
He's dead.
Oh, that thing's dead. Oh, okay, okay. I thought it was
Yeah,
still like.
he's pulling it out.
Okay.
And it has to be
he's-
one of your allies
Yes.
next
Yeah.
to it.
Dumb animal, he does not understand.
19 points.
Oh wow. Okay. So, what does it look like? You just killed a T-Rex who was pulling his friend out of
As
the
I
fire.
run towards it, jumping over the fallen dinosaur, leaping up, it opens its mouth to roar at me, and I shove my blade through its throat piercing it through the back of the head, dropping it. As it falls down, and I yank my sword out, I'm like, no one attacks my crew.
And now you have 2 dead T-Rexes at your feet.
For dinner.
One of the tents, your tent, is a bit broken. Your tent is fine. And Bonnie is, you can see Bonnie in the tree line. The other ones are nowhere to be seen.
And the cats are all right. Are they still sleeping? Did they even wake up during this time?
The cats were behind,
They were
and
probably
they were
hiding.
just,
They're not fighters.
Yeah,
They're not. No, they're so sweet.
probably just hiding.
they were,
It's safe, River. It's safe, Flask. You can come out.
they go back into their tents. What do you do?
Begin cleaning up the mess.
Is the fire
got-
still burning the one?
We should, no, it got pulled out.
Yeah.
Can we cut pieces of it to feed to the
To
well,
Bonnie.
cut pieces.
So we
Bonnie
have
for
left.
our
Yeah.
mounts.
I mean,
Um,
we need to find them before they get too far away. We cannot
I'll
wait till
whist-
morning.
I'll whistle to see if I can get them to come back.
Do we
Go
know
ahead.
if
I mean,
Survival,
Animal handling?
animal handling, yes.
do we know if they run in packs or herds, or do you think these were
What'd you
just
get?
2
17.
solos?
I don't know. Do you know that? Roll a
Yeah.
history.
11.
Charlie?
Plus.
Nothing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that some animals run in packs. These might. The other ones that you're familiar with are mammals. You whistle. What'd you roll?
17.
Yours comes running back,
Courage.
and he goes, ah.
Good boy.
He nuzzles you and goes, ah.
Gesture to the dead ones. Feel free. Where are your... Well, you can't understand me.
How,
Wonder where your others went.
how do you do that whistle? It doesn't seem to be working.
Try harder.
I need to have Satine come
I'm
back.
gonna start cleaning up the fire
Okay.
and keeping it away from the tents and.
Are you
doing
going to
stuff.
try to fix the tent?
Yeah.
Survival. So you were trying to whistle for Satine. Or what are you doing for, what's his name? Samson?
Samson?
Yeah.
Samson is smarter than most of the dinosaurs. I feel he will understand his name now. I've said it several times. So I call for him very loudly, and I
Okay.
just create a light so he knows where to come to.
Okay. Both of you roll animal handling.
Me too?
19 on the survival.
17.
You actually get rope to like,
Bring it back.
yeah. So you rolled 17. What'd you roll?
14.
Samson, after a moment, you see Samson come. But what you also see are all these large insects running around
The light.
the light.
Oh
They're
crap, did I
flying
put my
around.
repellent on? I cannot remember.
And you
14.
I did. This is good.
you just can't get the whistle right. It just doesn't seem to come out.
Satine!
It just doesn't seem to come out right. You say the name and she doesn't answer.
Captain,
Two more,
Yes.
two flask left and right coming back in. They're following the light. Satine is nowhere to be found.
I'm sure she'll be back.
You cannot ride Satine anymore. Funny that. Strange how things happen like this.
I'm sure she'll be back.
Satine is free. On her own in the jungle.
I believe it was male.
Satine was a male.
Oh, it was female.
Was it
It
female?
was female.
she'll come back to me. You have
So-
no faith. She'll come back to me.
So you guys, so you're picking up. You have these two large dinosaurs. They're far too heavy for you.
No.
We should.
We're, like I said, we're just literally just.
One smells like
Charred?
Barbecue. A bit like barbecue.
We cannot feed it to the dinosaurs, correct? But we could.
Why not?
Oh, we can.
They would eat it.
Yeah.
Yes, they would eat it.
Yes. Could we use it as food?
I think we should
Feed
slaughter
it.
it up.
Chop it up as much
Slice
as you
it
want.
up and feed
Feel
it to them.
free.
The
Bartek
other,
can express his despondence, his depression.
so the other dinosaurs, your mounts, they look over and they look like they've never seen a dead dinosaur before.
Dead one of themselves?
Yeah, they're looking at it and they're like, and then they all kind of
Just walk up,
go
pet
off.
them, and go, all right, and move them away.
Wink, wink. Can I help? Remember you saw the cut squares on the other one?
Ugh. Yeah, I do remember seeing the cut squares. I wonder if it was somebody that hunted it. I start cutting off squares of the dinosaur, and I feed a little raw piece to Bonnie and try to comfort her and scratch her behind her little ear.
Why are you cutting in squares?
Just seems like it would be easier to cook it and pack it and take it with us for as much as we can carry.
I would think that would be what a poacher would do in order to skin it, in order to sell the skins.
Cut squares?
Yes.
Hmm. Do we want to sell the skin?
It would probably be worth something. It's not charred, but thank you for saving us anyway.
Oh. Okay. Should
We
we?
have an entire not charred dinosaur.
Yeah.
As I continue to bind up the huge gashing wounds on my arm from the teeth, perhaps some of those teeth would be good too. They're sharp, very sharp.
Perhaps the one that's not all burnt will take his skin. Maybe we should wait till morning.
Yes.
And the other one, let's just have a little midnight snack with everybody.
Is your watch over?
No? I don't think so. It's got to be close.
So what
though.
are you trying to do?
Gonna leave the one that's not burning until morning, and then we're gonna try to skin him for his pelt. But the one that's already medium rare, we could go ahead and cut some chunks out and share it between everyone.
Well,
And I think,
So
I think it would be best to let the animals have it.
well, I think it smells pretty good.
if you would like to, you're more than welcome to.
She's adventurous.
She likes to try new things.
I'll take a bite of the belly.
Okay, so half of it is burned a bit. You try to cut through, and it is not as easy. It takes some time.
Through the skin.
But you take your time and you get through
Peel a little back.
the skin, and really there's only like that much layer that's cooked on it, and the rest of it is raw.
Okay.
So what would you like to do with your?
Cut a little square out and roll back the skin, and I'll just cut about an inch deep and take a small, like palm-sized chunk to try a bite of. Just, I don't want to know what Bonnie's eating.
Okay, you take a bite out of it, and it tastes kind of like those skewers that you had, or like in the mall.
Huh.
It tastes like little white meat, kind of dark meat.
A little in between.
Yeah, that's a good. Could be cooked a little longer. Yeah, but
Not terrible.
yeah, it's not terrible.
If I have to eat this when we're stranded, it's good to know that it's not terrible.
So are you gonna try to keep some for yourself?
I would like to take a little bit.
You can, if you take your time before you get really tired, you can get about that much.
Okay.
So
I'll
now
take
you
that much.
have some meat. And Bonnie looks and she's like,
I throw what I just cut off to her.
she looks disturbed about the whole situation. She backs up. She can't quite put two and two together, but you can see that she is an animal, and she recognizes the flavor, but she doesn't. And she just kind of moves back and sits down, and then dozes off next to your tent.
Okay.
So
I
next
cut
one.
a chunk off, I throw it to Samson, he eats it.
So you spend your time as well to cut a chunk off. So the two of you have been sitting there cutting together.
I cut a chunk off for my dinosaur on the uncooked one. I want him to have the raw flesh. And then I am a noble woman, but I like to try delicacies from around the world, so I have no problem tasting a very select portion of the dinosaur, simply so that I can say that I did once I'm back in the core.
Would you like the raw part, or would you like the cooked part?
I will eat the cooked part.
Okay.
But not too cooked, you know, like a nicely
A
barbecued.
medium rare. That's what you're
Yes.
going for.
Absolutely.
So you
Flank
take.
steak, as it were.
So I
Yeah.
watch it for a moment, I look and I assess where the tastiest piece will be, and then I very carefully slice it off and eat it.
Okay. You take your time for this.
Yes.
And you cut a piece, and it's not easy. You do similar what she's doing, and tastes like skewer. When you cut the raw piece off for Samson, he looks a little disturbed too. These animals they seem pretty smart, and they're trying to, but he goes, and he just looks at you.
You want some more, kid? I cut another couple chunks off for him, throw them his way, and he can eat them as he pleases.
So it takes some more time. It's getting really late, but you spend the time and you throw it to him, and he eats it, and he goes off and he goes to sleep. Bartek?
I am very sad because they all have their pet. It's the first time I ever had a pet. I never had a dog or a cat.
There was that rat that one time.
But he just took my food and
Yes,
he ran.
yes. Not a good pet, I agree. Not really a good
It's the
pet.
first time I found love in a pet. And Satine ran off.
I'm
So-
sure she'll be back.
So I walk and I look at the dead carcasses. And I just sit down and I sit down on the one that's not burned. And I just play a lament in sadness.
Is it my watch, or is it?
It is now. Yes, it is your turn now. Enough time has passed. The cats, the tabaxi seem to have gotten out of their watch.
No. No. I'm gonna take my time and then.
The order was Vartak, Amina, River, and then you. So while everybody was awake, that's when they slept through. So it took these ladies that long.
Oh, that long.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah.
To go through
So
and get.
I was like,
yeah.
need some sleep.
So
Wake me when it's my turn.
so now it's your turn. Everyone else is asleep.
Nothing special. Just making sure everything's quiet. Keep an eye out for Satine to see if she'll come back. I'll give a whistle just to see if I can get her attention.
Go for it. Animal handle.
Natural 20.
Yes! Please, 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 Paramount, please, please.
Does she come back?
Please.
We'll find out in the next episode.
This
You
is
hear
a
a rustling.
scratching courage.
You hear a rustling,
Yeah.
and you look back, and you see her with her face in the rations that you'd purchased, the raw, and she
No,
goes,
she can't be because those are in the magic bag.
all of not. There was only 90%. Okay, so
80%, yeah.
80%. So the 20%.
Yeah. Hey. Quit that. Get over here.
And she seems to have, she bumps the container of it, and it flops over. And
I guess
she's
we'll
got a
have to-
little pot belly, like she's eating a little bit too much, and she's just,
Burping. I guess we'll have to fill that up again with what's here.
and then she gets down, and she's moseys her way next to the tent where Vartak is, and she's got this little grin on her face, and she just has
Blood all over.
guts on her face, just covered, does not care. And you end your watch,
Yeah. Just keep an eye out.
and everybody wakes up,
Is
and
it
you
nice morning?
see
I found someone.
Satine. She goes, and you're hugging her, and she falls back asleep.
While I'm waiting, I'm gonna take a couple of hit die in healing.
Okay, go for it.
dice. Okay.
So the tabaxi come out of their tent. Okay, we need to go. We need to go very soon, and it's very dangerous, so we really need, because the places that we're going is going to be very dangerous, and we have to go fast because there's
Yes.
undead out there.
Are there any of the teeth on the dinosaurs look like they're worth harvesting?
Teeth are all very sharp, and they look very useful.
As we're cutting up the meat to replace the one that was eaten by the piggy dinosaur.
It will take you 4 hours to go in, get through, and get what you need to do that.
We're going to do part of that on my watch. Otherwise,
We'll say it took an hour of yours, and then it'll take 3 hours. So if you were, so it takes about 4 hours total.
okay. Is that one person or multiple people?
That's one person.
Okay. So if other people helped, it would cut it down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Will help. I can bring my mage hand in. It will do some for you.
Yes.
That mage hand.
Hold this. We should have used that mage hand to cut some earlier.
That good old
I
mage
thought
hand.
about it.
But just whatever.
It's
Nothing special.
So you guys fill up the bag. The tabaxi are going over the map with you.
Okay.
Like, okay, we have to go this way, and,
All right.
and then we're going to have to cross the
way?
river. Yes.
Right.
We have to stay on high ground because it could rain at any moment. And you look over, and you see a dark cloud in the distance, and then you see it dissipate. And you see another one in the distance, further off,
Get close. Get a close look at it. Pull out the spike.
and it looks like
Just,
like
just normal clouds, not like
rain.
yeah.
It's like it's just a bucket of rain falling down.
Okay. Nothing. Nothing around it. Just cloud.
Yeah, it
Okay.
looks like, oh, look, there's a tropical storm. Oh, it's gone. Oh, look over there. It's a tropical storm.
Okay.
And it's gone. And you see them come and go. Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's go. We're coming to the river. There's a place to ford, so that.
Oh, that's going to be a while. But yes, we will take you to the place where we can cross the river.
Okay.
And you guys continue on your way. You pack up,
everything up.
checking behind. Well, the tabaxi are checking behind, and they're very proud. They have their tent, and everything's rolled very perfectly and very carefully. They're proud to have things. You can see it on their faces, and they give each other orders, and they kind of cat about. You grab your mounts. You have your things. You set on your path.
Mm-hmm.
And you continue down the road, and you make it pretty far, and you recognize that you're coming close. You're getting close to the river, but
multiple,
also
multiple days.
not even
Same
a
day?
day,
Okay.
same day. To your left, north, is you smell the ocean. But you know you're going to be going south in a little bit.
Mhm.
But you smell the ocean.
Yeah.
And everybody roll perception check. And so ooh, sweet. I finally rolled a 20
Nice.
for river.
16?
Nice. 14.
9.
Bartek.
26.
Awesome. Bartek, you see off a little bit in the direction, north, in the direction of the, where the ocean would be, you see a chest. And it's just lying there. And it's just like things coming out of it.
What? Does it look like it's flotsam?
It looks like somebody's,
Stuff
Like-
that's washed off of a ship?
yes. Even though you were inland a bit, so
That seems odd.
yeah.
Is it on a river or is it just sitting in the
It's
middle
just
of nowhere?
sitting like in the jungle
Okay.
area.
Let's take a look. Go over. See
You
anything?
guys walk over to it, and it looks like
Right.
there's some clothes hanging out of it,
Okay.
but not much. Just like
Shirt or
it's a dingy fabric.
has it been there very long? Like is it dirty or is it just
The
wet?
whole thing is dirty,
Okay.
and you see bits of stuff around it, like perhaps someone's been in there before.
You search it.
Me? Okay.
I'll look around, keep an eye out if there's any people.
So do I?
What do you want to do?
I like to check to see if it is trapped with some booby trap to explore on my face.
Okay, perception.
Oh, that's beautiful. Like,
What'd
20.
you roll? You rolled a 20?
20.
Nice.
But plus you get the 7, yes?
doesn't
What
matter.
it looks like, you
Doesn't
see footprints all around it. You see some big footprints, you see some small footprints, you see some webbed footprints. And it doesn't seem like there's any traps around it. You're fairly certain there's no traps. And it looks unlatched. And it looks pretty fancy, even though it's filthy.
I would like to open it.
Open it. You creak it open. It creaks because of the salt air has done something to the joints. And the treasure in front of you are brand new books. The same book from Johann Wilder. You've never read this book before. Rudy, what's the name of the book?
The Drow's Wish.
It's called The Drow's Wish. It is the only book you don't have. And there's
You see,
15 of them.
you seem to be excited
I
for some
can
reason, Bart.
barely contain my excitement. It's just a book.
Yes.
It's a book, but
It is.
to me, I have searched my whole life for this.
For this book.
I have waited forever to lay my hands and my eyes on the
I'll
pages of this
I'll
book.
go over, pick up one of the books. Here.
You guys know of Johann Wilder
Okay.
because Vartak can't stop talking about him. This is the
That
reason
one.
Vartak is writing his book.
Hmm.
You've seen the inside of his cabin, and it is just Johann Wilder, Johann Wilder. It's everything Johann Wilder is. He's drawn pictures of Johann Wilder's descriptions of things.
Is
and-
Johann a drow?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. He's
He's
human,
not.
right? Rudy?
What?
Johann.
Johann.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
human.
Oh,
He's
okay.
human.
Well, I mean, if you want them, put them in the bag.
Thank you, thank you. This,
We have to get going. Be quick about it.
How many would you like?
all of them.
So you're gonna, okay. So you take all, say 15.
all
Take
of
all
them.
15.
I could lay with these in my bed at night
The
and
clothes.
Oh, they're just tattered rags.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything.
There's some washed out, like the books are some are torn, and there's a couple that
There's
are
only
scattered.
15 good ones.
It's only 15, 15 that you can actually pick up and flip through.
Everything else is just.
Yeah. And they're damaged. They're fully damaged, but
But-
you could get these and you put them in your,
big satchel.
yes. You
Thank
put them
you.
in your satchel. What do you guys do?
I contemplate whether to ask Vartek if I can have one, but I feel perhaps I will have one from him later, and he will perhaps look after it a little better than me because he has his bag. So, but I would like to perhaps take one as a gift for someone.
You say with your eyes. Amina?
I'm just sitting on Bonnie, ready to keep going on the mission. Get that he likes the books, but we'll deal with it later.
Ready? All right, let's go.
Okay. You go off, you follow the tabaxi off, and we're going to stop here because it is now 10 o'clock. Vartak, what is the name of this episode? What is it inspired?
The Drow's Wish.
The name is the book.
The name is my inspiration. It's the Drow's Wish. I finally found my wish. I finally found the completion to my encyclopedia of stories, the Drow's Wish. Thank you.
Did you have something to share with everybody before we leave?
I had another poem,
Okay.
if we have time, for Brunhilda. When I had lost her, when I walked the streets, I had wrote something in my sadness. It says, "My love, my loss, your sharpness burns me. Your shine, your gleam, you know not what it means to me. Forever your eternal flame burns my desire, one day to retire, the bane of existence who stole you from me. my darling, my everything. Death happens in threes. I'll travel time, space, and lore until you are free. I'm shackled by destiny, by your kiss and your touch. The memories alone, forever my soul will indulge.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Awesome.
Thank
Is that what you were
you.
writing during
Yes.
the game?
Oh my
I
God,
just wrote that during the game. I was like, what is he writing?
that's awesome.
Poetry.
That's awesome.
Thank you guys for playing. You
Cheers.
can see everybody's Twitter handles on their character descriptions on the bottom. Thank you guys. I'm Satine Phoenix. Thank you, Black Magic, for these awesome cameras. Thank you, Sirenscape, for these sweet sounds that I guess I should have keep pushing the buttons. Flowlight and Wormwood that has Misty actually rolling well. And yeah, so unless you guys have anything to share with anyone.
Nope.
Oh, we had a Shakespeare quote earlier. I have an Instagram page called William Shakespeare Quote.
Oh, cool.
If anyone would like to follow it.
Oh, that's
You
awesome.
get a daily Shakespeare quote twice.
Fantastic. So thank you for watching Fury's Reach Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Tomorrow we have a very exciting game with Rudy Rutenberg, Dungeon Master. Oh yeah, big thank you for Rudy in the captain seat in the back, running all the technical stuff. Neil Fisher in the back, producer extraordinaire. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow here on Fury's Reach. Goodbye.
Bye.